remote member of Max Haida. What is that? Although church front. They specialize in astrology, which people would actually try to pay for stock advice and other astrological advice. Wow, that's some insider info, but dude, are you from CIA or Mossad, dude? Yeah, Mossad is um Israeli CIA. You saw the whole video of this song today? The singer is very good. Okay. A woman managed to be by freak chance develop clairvoyance in that order. The voices told her the order was a scam, and they casted her out as demonically possessed. Wow. If you are not lying, you sound like an interesting individual. But if the first thing you hear is an animal spirit telling you this Christian order is lying to you, get out of there, imagine that. I mean, yeah, it's obvious. Like, you just need to delve. You know, when I was looking for faith, when you are hopeless, you are looking for faith, right? And that's what these cults operate on. They take hopeless people, which are hopeless because they were driven to hopelessness. So I was in that spot. Um, and I would be looking. I would, oh, Christianity, okay. But yeah, when I started reading the Bible, as every Christian tells you, you should read the Bible or the truth. There's the truth. I like start reading Genesis, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Why would this be important? Why, like, what is this for? And why do they act like absolute bums? Like, and I noticed like some dumbass who's lower IQ than me had to wrote this, like had to write this. So I just knew like I couldn't get through Genesis. It was so stupid. Like what? And then some other fucking quotes were not truthful. Where they would tell you, do this, do some verses. You must do this. You do this, but they never tell you why and like what's the reason and causes, and they don't go deeper and further. Don't explain. So it's just blind. It's just blind. You gotta believe. Like I hate it. I hate it. Man must understand why they're doing something to truly know why they are doing it. That was fire. Holy shit. I'm on fire today. What has possessed me? I don't know. I just said, man must understand. I don't even know how I said it, but it just went, what they are doing. I don't even know, man. Sometimes I surprise myself. Whatever. All about luring you with promise of developing clairvoyance. Yeah, that's what people want. I mean, sure, there's nothing wrong about wanting that clairvoyance, right? No one likes being lost. But if the first thing you hear, oh, I already read that. My bad. For people too smart for regular church, but still to be kept controlled. It's a FBI scams. Yeah, they have traps for all kind of spectrum, like for the whole spectrum of intelligence. um, rap music for the lower ones. Then it's sitcoms. Then it's TV shows. Then it's movies. Then it's well, well, I'm overstepping. Between that, there are also things such as Islam. It's like it's like I don't know, 65 to 105 IQ range. And Christianity is above that, but it's still ass. It's like from anywhere below, I don't know, maybe 70 to 100 and 128 IQ. I would assume something around that. But above that, there are also some traps, like video games or science. There's also a religion and deceitful. Science is not real. Like a lot of thing about physics and whatever. It's also fake religion. So they they have tricks for every range of intelligence. Bible is such a dumb book. There are way better books. Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter actually has a soul, you know? It actually has a soul. Bible doesn't really feel soulful, right? Because Potter was written by a human being and you can actually know who wrote this. You actually can talk to this person and you know that this person exists. Bible was written by God knows who, rewritten by God knows who. Like, do we need this to exist? I'm pretty sure we don't. So like, it's cool and all, but like, I'm not letting that influence my life too much, since I don't know if I can trust it, and I don't want to because it's stupid. Um, but part is cool because it has certain aspects that come from a human being that lived their life, right? They say we pour our soul into our crafts, which is true. So, yeah, the guy in the sky is the devil. I don't know about that. Well, I don't know. You know. Um. Well, this Earth is not hell itself, right? It is not hell. It can be. It can resemble it, but it will never be it. It will never. I'm certain. It can resemble it for a period of time, but it will never fully be that. Well, maybe if they somehow can wipe away wipe away whole nature, then it will. But without nature, we wouldn't be able to survive, live. And that's what they are trying to do. They try to take out nature because the goblins hate nature, the devil, because nature is taking care of us like a mother or or like a gift from the creator. I don't know, but it is a part of us, and we are part of it. Uh, try reading 42 Laws of Maat. Stole from. It's actually Wisdom of the Old Gods. There are many such books. Yeah, these goblins, they keep away ancient knowledge in their secret libraries or I don't know where, but they keep it really away from us. So that we wouldn't know where we come from. We wouldn't know how to operate in this world, what happened, and what we are capable of. Right? They don't want us to know our true potential, what we can do. Those with the Holy Spirit would be able to reach agreement on things, but they never do. True, that is true. Yeah. You would think if they are so righteous and enlightened, they would exude a certain aura, or like be righteous, or like, you would sort of sense, but you don't sense this from these people. It doesn't really make them any special. If anything, it makes them really stupid and act stupid. And I can see the aftermath of a person that devotes himself to this ploy. They overlook a lot of the things that truly matter just for their god, which is the devil himself, right? So Christians without their knowledge worship the devil, which is kind of ridiculous to me. And they refuse to acknowledge it. So the Christianity and Bible is a lie, is a trick by the devil himself to deceive, And they are even scared to admit that this is a possibility. The shepherd knows his flock is a stolen sentence from a much ancient Akkadian text. The true meaning is about knowing something when you do it. The shepherd knows his flock. Shepherd. Wow, that's a that's something to think about. Shepherd knows his flock. Wow, it has a lot of takeaways from it. More than one. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Goblins trying their best to make it hell. For a third temple daddy, or whatever it is. You're right. Sky Daddy is not a real estate agent. I like that one. Nature heals you. Nature is amazing. It takes care of you if you respect it and understand it. And it's always there for you, which is very respectable. Big up nature. Yes. And they want you to forget how to appreciate nature, how to understand nature, right? That's what they do. They don't teach you at school what is important, how to homestead, how to use herbs to heal your body from the diseases that are imposed by the goblins themselves. Everything modern just ruins your health, right? And a lot of these things in nature, they would heal you from that. But they don't want you to know that. It's interesting that how important knowledge is for you to actually do things. Because when you don't know about something, when you don't know that something is possible, you will never think of it. And whenever I meet people who are more knowledgeable of nature, how to grow crops, how to use certain herbs, I have to face the fact that, wow, I probably should have known these things because they are quite important to know. But I never knew that I didn't know this important knowledge. So sometimes it's good to be humble, right? Because you don't know what you don't know. And a lot of people act as if they knew everything. And they discredit everything they don't know just to feel comfortable in their bubble. Where they can feel like they know everything. They are on top of the world. Of their delusional world. But we only know how to be dependent of the system, how to, operate in it as a citizen. But the system is fake. It's built.
Do any of these offers look good to you? They're all strict.
Lose your way. And eventually give up on your soul or something. It's just so evil. The air is meant to be pure and you can feel it when you breathe it in, but they are trying to pollute it by pushing agendas such as smoking and vaping. Demiurgic behaviors. Not only that, but they also spray with airplanes certain chemicals. Whenever there's a sunny day, they have to, you see these trails, right? White trails. They always do that. Always. Whenever it's sunny, you can see these trails, and the next day, it's cloudy and gloomy or raining. Also, it's just heavy metals and just unhealthy stuff that you breathe in because they just spray it over you. And that's not like a conspiracy theory, which is something they label as whenever something controversial comes up, something against the mainstream narrative. The true meaning example is, when I learn chemistry, I walk in a pharmacy. I know which extract is good and which is a scam. There's something about chemistry that I think is like kept hidden. Like chemistry, the subject itself feels incomplete to me. That there is something that is not being addressed. That's how it feels to me. Oh, like ether, ether, energy. Supposedly, there's an energy around us, right? And we we can harvest it somehow or like use it somehow. But that's not being talked about because if people knew how to use this energy, they wouldn't be able to um they wouldn't need to be dependent of the system, right? Sleeping on a grounding mat these days seems to help restore good sleep, more in contact with nature. Geoengineering is normalized for your generation. I'm a bit older, so more natural skies. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm glad people don't label me as crazy. So I'm glad that you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I want to sleep on ground, but I'm too poor. I mean, that's the excuse I tell myself, that I'm too poor. You know. But I know the benefits of sleeping on a harder surface, on a ground, and being grounded, because these mattresses and stuff, they're not good for your posture. Um, yeah, and your body doesn't really relax. You don't really ground with the ground, so it's just so bad. Um, but the excuse I keep telling myself why I don't purchase these things for me is that I'm too poor. At least are lying to us about a lot of things. At least that's all about oppression and control. Yeah, man. They're lying about everything. Everything. Without shame. It's crazy. These goblins, they also took away bells. Big bells, you know, you don't hear them at all these days. The bells, I think they would help you to rebalance yourself, right? Or heal you, sort of. Because they put a lot of effort into putting us off balance and not being grounded with ourselves. For example, shoes. You have these rubber shoes which prevent you from grounding while walking. So yeah. In its pure form is ether. Yeah, yeah. The only thing that cures sadness and loneliness in antidepressants, life doesn't get better, so we have to numb ourselves. This is L take. This is freaking, I don't know, L take. This is like, yeah, brainwashed, man. Antidepressants are the worst thing you can take. It messes your brain chemistry, messes up your brain chemistry, and also it doesn't solve anything. It's just the lie that the goblin would give you to get you more diseases. Just become a customer. Pharmacy doesn't want to cure you. It wants to make a lifetime customer from you. Or, you know. But I know this EIE guy is like very brainwashed or something. Every take of his is just very, very bad. And he is too lazy to put in the work to better himself. Acquire knowledge to be able to better himself. So he keeps on whining. The goblins must spring in matches so they can harvest animal soul energies. Oh. Okay. My channel is growing really huge. Keep going,
It is
my
a
friend.
great day for...
It's not. We hit a plateau. So we are stuck. Sort of. I'm too poor for a ground mat too, man. Good ones are like $120. Yeah. I mean, it's probably worth it, right? It's very, very important. No, I think what would be better is a Japanese futon, you know? Sort of like a cushion or a mattress that lays on the ground. I think it's better if you sleep on a harder surface. It doesn't have to be like very hard, but just like some cushion that it's not that uncomfortable. It's a life changer, I reckon. Better to be a lifetime addict than miserable every day. No, I mean, you just refuse to see the truth. Seek the truth, man. The truth shall set you free. I don't know where I heard that from, but should be the case. Or could be the case for you, man. If you truly cared enough, you would take the time to understand. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, or other medication, unless I had to. I don't trust the industry. Who knows what the hell true side effects? Yeah, it has many side effects. You know that from her saying. Yeah, it messes up your brain, messes up your health. Could get you cancer. Could just some kidney bullshit. I don't know. It has many side effects. Vax, they don't even let you research what ingredients those have. Yeah. Dude, this lie about vaxes is ridiculous. You know that children that are not, you know, I don't know if I can talk about it, but like, they are not. They grow up to be much healthier, and there was a research on that, and I don't know how public it is, but yeah. And there was a guy that researched that, you know, compared kids that wear jab and the kids that were not, and the kids that were not jab, they were like, I don't know, 3 times, 4 times more healthier, and had less diseases, got less ill than the ones that were jabbed. So, but you know that would lose the pharma so much money. So they use all measures to not make that public knowledge. Too much, his subs and view count will go backwards. Yeah. But today I just
the best defense.
It's funny if people will start calling them goblins, it just because recently I've been using that term too much, quite a lot. So if it catches on the trend, then I started the wave. Because they censor, like, you cannot name them. You cannot. It's like Lord Voldemort. You can't mention him, otherwise he comes in. He knows where you are, wherever you mention his name. Right? So you cannot even type it in posts anywhere. They are so sensitive about it, about their camouflage. You treated their small hats with strength and running our life, a rare deal with reality, sir? I don't think so. I know so. I did my research. I did my due diligence. I went through so much data. So much. And you? What did you do for your education? Nothing. Just whining. Like, Please, you are inadequate to me. What education did you go through? Nothing. You haven't worked on yourself at all. You try to ridicule me. Grow up. PhD in chemistry. Wow, congrats. Very, very useful. Chemistry, and you have PhD in chemistry and you don't even research ingredients and their effects of the antidepressants. You're a bum, aren't you? Doesn't make you better than you. Well, you implied. I mean, I don't know. Whatever, man. Do whatever you want, but don't call me delusional or like a liar, because that's what I'm not. And I have a problem with untruthful things, or like I don't like that, especially from a person that has a chance to not be untruthful, untrue. People get manipulated and brainwashed into saying that they feel better after taking the antidepressants, and they just propagate the lie to others. Yeah. Because they trust, right? They trust the system so much. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who it was. People who speak about theories. They don't promote me when I'm just not speaking about them. When I'm just trying to live. Oh, have you guys seen Black Mirror? It's like too sexual, many sexual scenes, but some of the episodes are not that sexual or not that at all. But some of the episodes are quite cool. The second episode of season 1, it sort of depicts society. Pretty good show. Yeah, it's interesting. Some of the episodes are quite yeah, and some are I don't know. If you say Candyman 3 times, he appears. Yeah, I think I'm good. Just simply answer my question. Paranoid of schizophrenia. Like, I'm not being paranoid. How am I being paranoid? You are being paranoid. Like, it's not. I'm not saying this just myself. Like, I went through. Like, how can you deny something that is on paper, that is on videos, that is just spoken by themselves? It's just being ignorant on purpose, and that is just being pathetic, a coward, being afraid to face the truth. But like, you just, I don't know. It's like God handing you a hand and you refusing to take it, right? Just like the Michelangelo picture. Or is that it? I'm very uneducated in these things. But yeah, that's just who I am. I'm not into these things. Or like, it's not my niche. But somehow, just because I care about the truth, I had to go through these things. One episode. Yeah, some of them are real fire. I like the USS Callister one. And yeah, the one with Bing. I don't know. Season 1, episode 2. Please help, heal. Oh my god, this... I don't know if it's a person or a bot, but not this shit again. I just debunked the entirety of this scam, and this guy just comes in and starts serving the poisonous biscuits like a nice scout. Scout girl. Do you believe in the paranormal? If so, what parts you believe in? I think the soul is very real. That we have a soul, and it leaves the body when we die. That there are beings that look over us. And I don't know. That's as far as I can go. Pennywise clown is probably another goblin shout out. Oh, Pennywise. I watched it. 1 and 2. Yeah, something about the movie is a goblin like.
I thought you of all people would not invoke God's wrath, Presidente.
I can't wrap my head around what exactly it is, though. Make up 40% of psychologists. They love that industry. Hone their gaslight game. I mean, they put their own kind in the well-paid positions, right? And the influential ones and whatnot. Just nepotism. That's just what it is. But they themselves are not smart. Most of them are not smart. They manipulate they manipulate studies. So, but the average IQ in the land they are concentrated in is like 92.4 or something like that. Seen paranormal investigations about haunted places, pretty interesting. A lot of them are fake, so if it's well produced, even if it's fake, it's fine, right? Because you get immersed into the atmosphere. I watched the old It movie in my youth, and I had so crazy nightmare I couldn't sleep. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, I've seen the new ones. I don't know. The old movies are scary. Indeed. I got recommended this show called Seinfeld. You know, if you want to understand how a goblin thinks, their psychology is basically them, you know, showing you how they think. I think that's what I was told. But I don't know. But a lot of lies, you know, even in history, they can be debunked because these lies, they have, when they are not truthful, they always have something or more things through which you can see that it's just a trick, right? Because if something doesn't make sense, then it's probably a lie. And a lot of these things have discrepancies. What is the best fantasy movie? I don't know. I used to like the Avatar, the blue Avatar one, the first movie. Haven't watched the second one because I don't know. Don't watch movies anymore. But I don't know. Or Hunger Games. Has some sort of atmosphere. Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah, true. Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I don't know if the best though. Yeah, my database is too dusty. I don't really think about these things anymore. Yo, I've been looking at this. I mean, I haven't been looking at it.
Guten Abend, meine Damen.
Huh? Right now, the free plan. Okay. I can play against a person, but I don't know theory. Yeah, I'll play one game. What is the... I don't know. Just play to London. Don't care. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. What? Takes. I cannot focus. I'm nervous when people are watching me. I'm gonna lose. Is this good? That sounds good. I don't know. Whatever, man. Stop wasting time. What am I? Is this guy good or no? Can I do gift or some shit? I don't think. Takes. My head. Subliminal messages in movies. Yes. And people don't take it seriously. That's where they pay the price. That they trust that it's harmless. But that's how they get you. I cannot do this, man. I know, as I said, takes. Doesn't work. So what? What now? Does this work? Wait, what? It's over for me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm already lost. Everyone's a liar at court? Not really. Not everyone. Only the weak ass bums. What does this shit add? Trash. Takes. Ah, Shiva. Improve position. What? Did I just trade this guy? Double pawns. Shouldn't be that bad. Oh, it doesn't double his pawns. Oh, what about this? Takes. Isn't that cool? Just find a job, start out as anything. I started as night shift cleaner and slowly made my way up. Could be right. I don't know. Life is full of surprises. What if I do this?
Presidente.
Shouldn't be that bad. Oh, I can not. Takes. What can I do? Am I close? I don't think I'm close. Oh, I hate this, man. I play. This is why knowledge can help you in life. Right? If I had knowledge of what I'm doing, I wouldn't have to waste so much time trying to figure out what to do. Right? So studying can save you time you waste playing the game. This is a good analogy for life. Have you noticed? Is this good? Is this a good square? I don't know. Unemployment is a bitch. Well, you gotta see it as this. Times have changed, and jobs are less and less worth doing. Thank you for stream. I'm tired of going. I wish you all a good time. Okay. Thank you for being here for such a long time. It's 2 hours. Yeah. Do I just take it? Or no? I know you love me. I know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. Huh. I have nothing, actually. Type shit. You are my heart. You are my love. We're just friends. What are you saying? But there's another. Wait. I'll buy you anything. I'll buy you any ring. Takes. Blocks. I'm fucked. It's all. Actually, no. Look at this. I don't know. Fuck it. Type shit. Type shit. But then he can do this. Boom, boom. And now what? I have to take it, I think, to equalize or something. And I'm like, baby, oh, like baby.
The citizens are remanded.
No. like... If I move here, he moves here. No. If I move here, what can he do? Can he check me? No. Or am I stupid? Okay, okay. Okay. I have to use this opportunity. Otherwise I'm dead, I reckon. Okay, moves. Now what? Now what? Moves. And then I'm cooked, aren't I?
Our comrades rejoice in your...
Was? I mean... What can I do? Move here. And then what? It's over. Oh wait, he does that. I have 2 minutes. I'll buy you anything, I'll buy you any ring. You can see my screen? How? It says that, like...
I'm sure the good...
What can you see then? Japanese Jesus? No, you? You're a troll. Do you get paid for that? Or no?
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
No. Oh, you get paid in different ways, right? Pretty well. Oh, you can't see it. Oh. You can see my face? No way. No way. You didn't see my brilliance? Let's paid in Lush. Wait, I forgot what Lush is. How can you only see my face? It shows that you can see the screen that I'm like sharing. All good now? No.
Fighting for responding with their own pawn and creating a
That's not cool. How? I'm in danger. Really? Then this thing doesn't work properly then. Okay. And I'm like, baby, baby, baby. Oh, like. Wait, hold on. You thought chess was gay? You FOMO and easily? Oh. Yeah, chess is
A
gay.
few opportunities came up.
Or like,
Nothing
not
you-
gay, but like, is a waste of time. But
I
like,
knew I could count.
we sort of need to occupy ourselves. But, I don't know, man. I'm not perfect. I'm not like saint or whatever. So, yeah. You know, I'm just a human being. I'm just like, I'm not
A
trying
listener wrote
act
asking,
like
how can I help El Presidente
like a
win the war? The palace
priest
replies,
or
vote El
whatever,
Presidente in the
someone
next election.
preaching this, that. I'm just saying how I see things. Or do you know who Bobby Fischer is? I do. Interview in Iceland. Oh yeah, he speaks about the tiny hat, the goblins. But he was. Oh yeah, and then they labeled him as crazy, right? But you know he was a goblin himself. But like, yeah, he was just speaking the truth. It's just undeniable. Right? And they started attacking him and stuff. But when you are smart, you can't stop noticing. Right? And he was not stupid, right? He was a world champion, or was he? I don't even know. His personality became so wacky. Well, he is a goblin himself, so it's a trait they possess. They're really insufferable. Or like, you know, his gene over time comes to the light. But he was not stupid. Poor guy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his life was like. Yo, you guys seen this? I picked a few interesting posts.
He forgot the communication delay, and that's his reaction after noticing this. Listen. Immediate response and his reaction after he realized he had messed up. And it looks like when he realized he had messed up, he covered up the situation with this joyful facial expression. And now all together.
And we have adjusted the fan speed. We'll take a thumbs up if you're happy with it. Copy, thumbs up. Affirmative thumbs up.
And you can watch this on your own on NBC News. Artemis 2 conducts moon flyby at this timestamp. According to the distance and time, replying to a question involves a delay of about 2.5 seconds.
We'll take a thumbs up if you're happy with it.
These goblins, they are so stupid. They could have artificially made the delay so it's not confusing for them. Also, if you are a true engineer, having things like this is the worst, is the dumbest thing you can ever have. Because what if someone trips and pulls out something important, you know, some kind of, what do you call it? Some kind of hose or like, you know, tube or like, I don't know, cable. So having it exposed like this is the dumbest thing you can do from an engineering level or perspective, right? So it's like not real. Also, this woman has a hairspray, you know. So why would they need to fake all this stuff? Also, every footage you have from NASA is controlled footage, so it's always like static. It's not footage you would make on your phone, you know, like genuine. It's always like controlled footage. Yeah. Also, you have some footages where the astronauts, they come out of the supposed spaceship and do something outside, like repair something. That's the dumbest thing ever. Like, what? How does it make sense? It's like yeah, for a child, it looks cool.
Remember
in
the
space,
story
out
of the
space
man
and
who
doing
built his
something, but
house on a foundation of...
from an engineering perspective, like, why would you need to go out and have this, I don't know, tool and repair something as an astronaut? It just doesn't make sense. Also, they are clean shaved while being in space for weeks, supposedly. Apparently, smurphrenic delusions of being persecuted by Gargamel. Yeah, poor guy, man. Drinking urine? No. That's also a lie the goblins would try to... And you are one of them, I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't mind being a fake astronaut for money? Oh, I mean, yeah, they are actors. They're actors. I don't know how much they get paid, but sure. Why wouldn't you take the gig, right? But like, no, I wouldn't. Probably. Because you are making a clown of yourself. And also you... I don't know. I wouldn't be able to sleep at peace, knowing that I partook in something that just is supposed to deceive people or lie to people, you know? Is disingenuous. Is that metallic silver looks cool like steel machine? Oh, it's chrome. Stupid. What about this? Okay. An American checks her student loan. She borrowed 50K. After 110 repayments, she's paid 25.5. Her current balance? 50K. After paying 25K, she now owes more than she originally borrowed. This isn't aid, this is a scam. Is this real?
I finally hit 120 payments for my public service loan forgiveness, and I just want to show you something. So check out my principal balance. That's what I took out, 49,000. This is what I owe, 50,000. Now, that bothers me because I've paid 25,000. It's all such a scam.
The guy just reiterated what she said. But like, this is... I don't get how people don't understand how usury works. right? So, wait, I'll try to. Yeah, wait.
The comrades are restless, Presidente. They have not
I'll try
cooperated upon
to
anything in many
visually
days.
show you how it works. I might fail miserably or might cook. But I think it's worth the shot. What you do now? What you do now? Hmm. What's the color of this? So what am I trying to do here? Okay, dude. You have 500. Right? Oh, actually, this guy has 500. You have 0. Like, this is the gullible Gentile. This is the user. They pray, they learn along the way. They have now and are complaining. I mean, yeah. Right? And then there's another thing to account, which is time. So as time passes by, you know, you borrow money, but there's interest. He says let's make it a day so it's more enhanced. Each day you don't pay up, the amount increases by let's say by 1%, or no, that's too little. 2%. Right? Okay, but this guy has 0, right? So okay, now I have 500. I want to buy. I want to buy a, I don't know, car or something stupid, something useless. I don't know, new fridge. Right? Okay, so he borrows money. And he spends it on a fridge. Okay. Now I have a fridge. But it has 0 money. Okay. And this is gone. So time passes by. And his salary is like, I don't know, man. Salary is like, I don't know, 250 each month. But like, yeah, you cannot pay this up, and this accumulates. The interest.
Presidente, our
is like
esteemed scientists are...
Guten Abend again.
Wait, I need a calculator. Right. Can I repeat this? Wait, so now he owes 510. But this amount multiplies with the same thing.
I
so
came to see you as soon as
he
I
had
found
another
these were
day.
available, Presidente.
Second day,
A few opportunities came up. I came to see you as soon as a few opportunities came up. Not now.
1.2.
I don't want to alarm you, but I'm going to
Yo's.
need a rather prompt decision on these offers.
520. And the next day, 530, 0.6. It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad, right? Okay, the fourth day, 5.4. And it keeps growing like this, like a monster.
Oh, good Lord! Turn down!
And the longer it keeps on going, the more you owe. Like, it keeps growing insane. More. Yeah, I mean, like, you get the idea, right? And then it grows into absurd amounts that you cannot pay it. Just because you thought 2% is not a big deal. But, like, this is just how it works. When you just don't have the money, just don't borrow, like, don't borrow things with interest. It's such a disgusting trick. It's not worth it. That's how they take over everything. By you not understanding math, I guess. You're still in a better position than a lot of people in the world. I don't know about that. Maybe, yeah, maybe. But that doesn't change the fact that it's still hard. Okay, this was stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I tried. But like, I'm still dealing with my problems. Even though objectively it may not seem that bad, subjectively it's hard. It might be just as hard as a person who might seem that they suffer more, but now he has to sell his soul to the government dad just to own a fridge. Now he will have to sell his fridge, his home, his car, his wife, just to pay up for the loan. And he loses everything. Was it good? Was it all right? I need lectures. How to teach or something. But you get the idea. Just cannot stay oblivious to the usury. Also, gambling is being promoted subliminally to people and children. Right? They condition children to be gamblers. And that's also one thing they have very much in hand, and that is sort of hard to battle with, hard to grasp, that the odds are always favoring the house. Even if on paper it may not seem like it, the big issue of it is that it influences your psyche, your psychology. It taints it, and you become, you know, people might call it an addict, but it's more complicated than that. There are more layers to unfold, but yeah, it's very psychological. It affects your triggers, you know, dopamine triggers, receptors, and subconsciousness, perception. It undermines something that is good, but it's used to exploit you, such as being hopeful, right? You hope for that to be your way out of suffering, but in fact, it's not. And you just lose everything. The place where he lives is toxic place for socializing. That's why he is disturbed about that. Summertime, I'm back to South Asia, where I belong. Oh, what's up, Andrew? Yeah. Well, I've been trying to socialize, going to events, festivals, but to no avail. And you would think, how? How is it possible? Being among so many people, yet not forming anything meaningful. It just doesn't happen, and I don't know. Yeah, it's also mind-boggling to me and surprising to me, because on paper, logically, something should have already happened, but nothing did. And it bothers me, or I don't understand. I don't understand that one. It's probably not the right time for me to be happy yet,
my old...
or, you know, to alleviate the suffering. Because if I was fine, I wouldn't have the need to be here, to be sitting here, lecturing you about usury and the goblins. So I guess God had better plans for me. Or like, goblins thought it would be funny, make me suffer, so it should backfire. I don't know what the deal with this is, what this situation is, but fuck it, we ball. I feel like I am one of the few intelligent people that is subbed to your channel. There have been some intelligent people on this stream. I mean, yeah, you are one of few. Or like, there are many, many dumb people that, you know, come around. Trolls, demons, you name it. I fell to the gambling trap back in the day. It's a scam, you rarely win. You're better off having a good financial plan how to get rich. Yeah, gambling is not a reliable thing. It taints your psyche and it eats you alive. You cannot rely on it ever. The goblin. Yes, sir. You're one of the only streamers that can listen a long time because you're insightful. I think that's the word for good knowledge. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about when I talk, and when I don't, I'll just tell you I don't know what this is. Sorry. You know, I'm being just like honest. Because that's how I want to be. That's who I want to be.
A few opportunities came up. Nothing illegal. Well, now,
And
I
the
don't want to
reason
alarm.
why
I
I'm
came
able
to
to
see
talk about
few
these
opportunities came up.
with
Nothing illegal.
a certain
Well,
amount of
nothing that
confidence
can
is
be
because I
proven.
went through
Our
it.
comrades
I
rejoice
took the
in your
time
support, Presidente.
to
A
educate
good
myself.
deed, Presidente.
Although I'm
Performed,
sort of
no
a
doubt.
bum
The
in these
task
things
is
because
done.
I don't care enough.
You ask how much you are to be
It's
paid?
still something I
A
dedicated my
questioning
time
intellect is to be
because I cared
respected,
enough
Presidente.
to find out the truth.
Our brave Presidente today took a
You know how it
courageous
started?
step by forming an audacious alliance
I was
with
broke,
the spunky Axis.
so I thought,
Now they won't invade us.
I think it's reasonable to know how money works, because if I'm chasing something, it's good to know what you are actually chasing.
I gotta hand it to you,
So I just wanted to find out how money in the system works, just to find out how everything is so rigged. You know, and it took me closer to this and this. It's all interlinked. And that wasn't not my initial intention. Just the drive to know more. Right? Know the truth more. Some people have different motives. They look for information just to look smart for others, or to others, to, you know, seem respectful, educated, whatever. My motives are to take care of my loved ones, take care of myself,
Hey, Presidente!
and do the right thing. Can I be your online boyfriend? No. I'm not gay. But I'm pretty sure you are.
Let's face it, it's better to be one of the Allies than one of the Axis. You get good show.
It's okay. Yeah.
Remember the
this
story.
This one's interesting. Did you know that all sports are rigged? Literally all of them. This is crazy. Like basketball has some sort of magnets or whatever. You know? Soccer, it's all rigged. You know how you bet on someone who is supposed to win. For example, Yuri Prochaska, you know how he got knocked out by a guy that could barely walk. You know, he injured his leg or something, and he got knocked out by him. I think it was very rigged. Like all these things are, and there are people who know the outcome, so they can bet on it, and they win the money of the gullible Gentiles. It's so dirty. The system is dirty, and that's how they enrich themselves. That, you know, it's entertainment for them. They just know the outcome, the script beforehand. And if you make them lose money, like Anthony Joshua did, he paid the price. You know, they took out his two best friends because he was not supposed to win that fight. I think. But he didn't follow the script. So, yeah. You will not bite me. I don't care, man. I feel like online is easier to relate to people than IRL. People respect you if you speak the truth. And about theories, I've always cared more about the truth than average hobbies like entertainment. The thing is, you will ferment more.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente.
When I first found out
it
the
seems
truth,
that they want a
I
choice in
thought
how they are ruled.
it's the first instinct you have. You want to share with people what is good, what is good for them. But they don't receive it well. So you sort of have to take your time and see if a person is ready
Would
to
any
hear
of these be of interest to you? It's all strict.
to be unplugged from the matrix. Right? Like, you gotta be patient with people about that for some reason. I mean, the programming goes so deep, right?
Fact or fiction? Tropican scientists say,
yeah.
we don't understand the physics. Palace says,
Do you hear that, Presidente?
Yeah.
No?
It's
exactly.
also so stupid.
That is the
It's just
sound of me not
bread and
having
games.
anything to shoot.
Just stupid.
My last gun ran
Colosseum
dry
games
this morning, and
to
I've
distract
been
you
craving a good explosion ever
while
since.
the empire is falling.
Hey, I mean, you're practically swimming in guns, right? Mind sharing a few
You know,
with
being
your old
subverted.
science pal?
You know, all these football or soccer fanatics that, you know, are so passionate about their team winning, but it doesn't make sense.
Do not
They waste all this energy into supporting something that doesn't
Don't
matter.
you just love watching the boat?
The best defense is a...
Instead of fighting for something, you know, to defend something that matters. Stand for something that matters. They do not, but never watching sports will know it. That's fine.
Oh, what kind of algorithm is this, man?
Circus Maximus. True. Circus Maxing. Yo, this one's interesting though. Can we watch this?
You think this is a makeable bunker shot?
I don't know. Roy doesn't seem too happy.
Like some fan or someone in the crowd says, all right, he throws a ball in and he says it's gonna be a hole in one. You ready?
Somebody.
He throws it and it would fall in. Okay.
What's going on
He
here?
pushes it down.
Is there a remote control ball there?
You see how the ball acted? Right, and then he throws it in the pond.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to control it from the...
So that people don't find out. It's like magnet or some shit. You see it?
You think this is a makeable bunker shot?
I don't know. Roy doesn't seem too happy with somebody. What's going on here?
Is there a remote control ball there? Oh, it's gonna be hard to control it from the water.
Nice, man. Yeah.
I'm sure the good citizens of
This another thing. People make fun of this guy, how skinny he is, right? But this is a side effect.
Some say
or,
that while they are
an effect of having a narcissistic mother. Because I used to be not this skinny.
The
but I used to
task
be
is done.
skinny a lot.
You asked.
I came to see
think
you
it's
as soon as I...
side
Do any
effect
of
of
these
having a
offers look good to you?
narcissistic mother.
They're all strictly...
The election is
you
a
just-
landslide, Presidente.
I
The
know.
metaphorical kind, not the kind that
real
accidentally
reasons
reduces
are-
the size of the workforce.
But like neglect, maybe emotional starvation, which then translates into
Do you
physical
hear that,
starvation?
Presidente?
Something along those lines. They beat drum and cheers and mid. People are more realistic now. No, not really. People suck. So these celebrities get paid so much to participate in sports, then people fight. Who should have won, etc.
What
Like
kind
what a
of
clown
algorithm
show.
is this, man?
Better than fat? Not really. No. Or maybe yeah. Being fat is less healthy, but this is also not ideal because like you cannot. Do you have energy at all? Like, you cannot do anything. How are you supposed to defend yourself or what matters?
Making
to you,
stuff is
right?
good.
So it's whack. It's not the extremes. You know, this is extreme on the other spectrum. Fat is the other spectrum. He could just eat. No, but it goes deeper. I mean, could, but I think emotionally or psychologically, there's some issue, like in his environment, you know, his headspace.
Let's face it, it's better.
A woman that is a headache can do to you. I think she got divorced like how many times? 4?
I came to see you as soon as I found these were available, Presidente. What do you think?
There are like energy vampires. It's trippy. Yeah. It's always about not having enough money to eat. Yeah. You know, being with the wrong people can mess you up on so many levels. You don't even understand. That's why it's important who you keep in your life, you know, and who you allow in. So yeah, but like, sorry, bro. Check this one out. I don't know what it. I haven't watched the whole video. What was this guy talking about?
Start a world war. Because the Rothschilds were trying to start a world war because the Zionist International Congress at Basel, Switzerland, has called for 3 world wars. At the end of the 3rd World War, they would control the entire world. 1 billion Christians are fighting a war to the death against 1 billion Muslims, which will leave Israel in charge of the world, which was predicted at the 6th International Zionist Congress in Basel, Switzerland in 1896. After the Zionist Congress in 1896, you had World War I, World War II, and now we have World War III. At the end of World War I, the Rothschilds organized a number of groups called, one was the Royal Institute of International Affairs in London. It's called Chatham House. And that is the think tank of all of Europe today. And although its headquarters in London, the real headquarters are in Brussels, which is the headquarters of the Lambert family, which is part of the Rothschild family.
If you are looking for the hidden every fact will literally unveil.
I don't know. This is, you know, sometimes it's like mixed information. You gotta be careful what you trust. Sometimes they would put their own
more
goblins
than just El Presidente's
posing
favorite
as
radio station. We
true speakers.
What does that say?
But they
love
deceive you.
We
as well.
love El
Or they
Presidente
have
with
their
all our
influencers.
hearts.
They would tell you 90% truth and 10% lies, and even that 10% can derail you from the course, from the truth. So they do this a lot. Like they have their own techniques for you to not find out the truth. You know, lay out so many traps. I don't know what this guy is on about.
Do you hear that, Presidente?
He looks kind of
no,
like a goblin himself, but I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. I don't know who it is, or I don't know. You know, when I'm not certain, I just walk away, not thinking much of it. But when something is this girl, someone spiked her drink. Like, why do we live in this society when someone can spike her drink and she got paralyzed? You know, this shows how bad, like, how wrong the societal norm is. You know what? They're supposed to be her family, like around, taking care of her, like protecting her, right? Why is it fine for a woman to walk by herself or with friends into random places with strangers? It's just wrong, dangerous. From a logical standpoint. What is this cringe? The filmers that ran with her dog, and the dog ran to her husband instead. Alright, well, what the fuck? Right? They made the norm for women to
Hey, Presidente,
think, oh, society is safe. We're in high trust society. But even if the society is high trust, you should always have your tribe or your family around you, or like nearby, so that. But they normalized
I have urgent
us
news.
living among strangers.
I had my doubts about your unexplained precognitive abilities.
And that's how these predators.
But we have just confirmed that there is an asteroid the size of a football field, headed towards tropical.
When communities were much tighter, they would know each other.
I'm sorry. I
One
bring
each.
terrible news.
And whenever a
appears we-
strange
or
person,
rather, you
stranger would
have
come
been
into
tricked.
the village,
You lost everything.
they would
It says so
identify
right
them,
here
know,
in this letter of repossession. It
you know,
has
gotta
your
vet this
signature
guy,
on it.
or
Why
what is
would you
this guy
sign this,
about?
Presidente?
Because you don't know what he thinks, how he thinks,
It says that
where he
this
comes
friend
from,
of yours, that Theodore Wyndham, is
what his
taking
agenda
over
is.
control of Tropico and demoting you to the position of
Right?
mayor. He effectively dissolved the nation of
Well, look at
Tropico
the
and made
cities
it part
now.
of
No
his
one knows
nation of
anyone.
Caribico.
So yeah,
I can't believe this, Presidente. We lost everything.
psychology.
He's all gone.
Psychology
Even your
on many
favorite
levels.
llama. And they fired me, Presidente. I'm no
um,
longer your advisor.
Aren't those controlled
I'm
opposition
sorry,
or something?
Presidente.
Gurus?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Controlled opposition.
mayor.
That's the,
Oh,
that's the
God.
term.
I can't do this. I'm
For
sorry.
example, Tate.
I have to
father.
go.
Oh, you know, he got popular like randomly. His father used to work for the CIA.
You have done it,
And
Presidente.
I'm
Victory
pretty
is
sure
ours.
that
I
guy
mean, victory
took it
is
up
yours.
up his bum more than once. So yeah, he's a shill, or like, you know. And I actually was a fan for a while. But then once he started promoting Islam, oh yeah, and I looked into it because of him, right? I trusted him to a degree, or maybe a lot. I don't even remember. Thankfully, I didn't pay. Maybe I did pay a price.
Guten Abend,
Maybe
Mayor. I'm
lost
sure
an
you're
opportunity
aware
in
of the
life
dire
because
situation
I
we find
acted
ourselves
a
in.
certain way.
Our new esteemed
And I might
leader,
have scared a
President
woman
of Wyndham, has deemed it
without being
appropriate for
aware
us
of
to
it.
be moved here. It seems he wants the other island for himself.
Missing the opportunity of meeting the love of my life.
Oh, good Lord,
That's
woman,
how far
cheer up.
a belief
If life gives
can get
you
you.
lemons, eat the damn lemons. I mean, sure, Prez got royally screwed. He got stripped of all his titles and got demoted to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
glorified
So,
middle manager.
he
in
promoted
some
Islam
backwater
to
garbage
people.
dump.
I looked into it, and Islam is like dark.
Well, I guess you were right.
It is so
It's
wrong.
all terrible.
Very, very barbaric. You see, truth is lies. Sometimes they start giving you truth to hook you up, and then
Oh,
slowly
very
deceive you with
poetic,
more and more
Sebastian.
lies.
Thank
yeah,
you for
they
your
always gotta
input.
Get you hooked.
Oh, Mayor,
on-
what were you thinking?
And,
I stopped my work for you.
You gotta
I
start trusting them.
stopped my
I call it the
work.
trust gaining phase.
And for you, of all people.
I'm not
And
using
now
my
it's all
training
gone to
in
waste.
certain places, at least
We're
for, like,
never going to
trade
finish
and
with
stuff anyone.
Wyndham breathing down our necks.
I mean, you are not a woman, but yeah, still. Doc could sense she was crisis acting.
Man,
goblin.
this sucks.
She doesn't even have to be a
what
goblin.
now?
Is she a goblin?
Are we just gonna sit around with our thumbs up our...
Presidente, I have returned.
He's fake.
And I have the solution. Why do you look so sad?
Him whipping women with his belt. No.
President.
He was not good at all.
Mayor. El Mayor.
He came with a...
no.
He has a handler.
I will not do this again.
That is a goblin as well.
Never again shall I call you anything other than El Presidente.
You are not a goblin
no matter
yourself,
what the
but
consequences.
I think he is. Half from his mother's side. You still gotta have handlers that keep an eye on you. So
time is
precious.
Always,
you know, even Putin himself, in an interview, said when he was asked, "Do you think Trump is a good leader?" You know, it was like when he first became president.
How far the mighty have fallen.
Do you think he will
Mayor?
Make good decisions and whatever?
It's like music to my ears. So much more fitting for someone as lowly and insignificant as yourself.
He doesn't make decisions anyways. There are other people in black coats and hats that make the decisions. So, yeah, that make all the decisions. So, yeah. But I'm like paraphrasing. I don't know. So no evil kind of mess can escalate, and no one knows what to do. Yeah, man. Divide and conquer, right? They divided us very well, even in our own families. It's insane. Gender, all demographics are divided and given.
They come.
Fake unity.
They come with any of the.
Fake unity. All the communities are just fake unity. Because they are together, but they don't really care about each other. So, what's the point of that, really? Do you think there's the most criminals nowadays compared to history? Super dangerous nowadays in public, especially during nighttime? I think now is the time where they have the most freedom to act however they want to act. Because people are just not united. Before, people would at least look out for each other. Right? Because they were not so divided. These days, people don't know what a true friend is, true comradeship is, camaraderie. How important, how wonderful it is to have a person that has your back, to look out for her family, to provide for her wife while she nurtures you, to be able to provide for her. You know, safety, I don't know, safety, comfort, safety, love, purpose, direction, grounding. I don't know, man. Excitement. All that women look for these days. And men don't get men are literally like out of gas because they don't get nurtured by women because women are brainwashed to serve the goblin. You know, I see women in society, they serve, they do nurture or serve, but for who? the goblins that own all the industries. A barista works and serves to others, but you know, the reward goes to the goblin. So she works for a man, but it's her boss, not her husband and family and her people. Type shit. Putin, yeah, of course. Even this Russia-Ukrainian war, Putin is a goblin from his mother's side, and Zelensky is also a goblin. So it's crazy, man. Not working physical and not rich is fraud to him. He doesn't know we have. What are you talking about? What are you on about? Well, is this stream good, guys? Am I speaking sense? Or like, are you enjoying the stream? Is it good? Anyways, we will wrap it up soon. We will, like, I don't know. Thanks for the hearts, whoever is sending them. You're listening? Oh, you're still here. I thought you left like an hour ago or maybe more. Been going on. Preach, brother, preach. Like, I don't know. It's a good stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Because you guys make the stream also. You guys participate. It's not just me. You also set the tone, the atmosphere of the stream. So yeah, it's you guys as well. I'm like a jester. No, not really. Too condescending. But yeah, I think it's mostly you guys. When you say anti-system stuff, you really have to watch out who you say it to. I'll say that. It's not. I'm not. No, I mean, to a degree, but it's not like something so secret. Well, we live at an age where things rules are getting stricter. Freedom of speech is getting tighter. Not only freedom of speech, but also monetary freedom is getting stricter. And before you know it, you lose your rights. Or like, it's like the boiling pot with frogs. You know that one? The frogs that thought, oh, it's just warm, so they don't jump out, but it's boiling. So when it gets too hot, the frog cannot jump out anymore because her legs are fried already. So yeah, she gets cooked. The thing is, I say about the system would get me on a list. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware you cannot speak up too much. Not that I know that much, but yeah, you know, I'm aware. Some people paid huge prices, were visited by the FBI and whatnot, you know. I've heard cases. I've heard about cases. So I'm aware. But, like, I don't know. If you want to talk about the truth, this belongs to it, right? It's not something I want to talk about. It's not something I, like. It's just a part of the truth, and I respect the truth. He publicly how he started a business with gangs and acted like he did it with so hard work, but then he got jailed and all his getaway scheme got he didn't have any extra plan. No, it all was everything was a theater. Yeah, his webcam business or whatever. It's just a story. A lot of these things are just stories. Facebook was not created by a freaking Harvard Zuckerberg. Titanic didn't like. Oh, they also make these movies to make a fabricated story and also to hide how an event happened. So when you search it up on the internet, the movie comes up, right? Usually. So you will get bombarded with the movie, the Titanic, but Titanic played a huge role in history and the monetary system we have today. But when you search up Titanic, you get this stupid movie with DiCaprio. It's just tricks, man. No, so Tate got his wealth from the goblins to look wealthy, sort of, yeah, to enjoy something, sure. But he's a bum. He's just a puppet, just a loser. Do you think we're heading towards the system of dictatorships countries most of the world? I mean, that's what they are aiming for. That's what they want. One government, one world government. And of course, like a communistic system. Because they invented communism. It comes from their religion, or religion. They invented it. Goblins. But if you have no wife and kids, you can have a billionaire life and just people can't see, though. Yeah, it's best when you are rich in silence. But it's so unlikely for you to get rich when the odds are against you, Your parents, if your parents don't know how to treat you, don't know what oh, I'm tired. Well, yeah, value the wrong things, don't know what truly matters in life, and then you have this system, you don't have network, you don't have the important things because that's what your parents neglected. Yeah. Yeah. and you don't get the guidance, it's then you end up in my position. No matter how hard you try. So a lot of people, they are blessed with opportunities that got them in life where they are at, and they don't even appreciate it. They don't know how, how blessed they are. Of course, there are people that have it worse than me, but there surely is a reason why everyone has a different life or like different circumstances in life, right? So whatever. That doesn't mean you should neglect your game that you should be playing. If someone speaks too much truth or maybe even make certain good inventions, yes. If you threaten their power, their control, or that, their money, they don't like that. They share in crimes and sins. Yeah, world peace for them is slavery. So they think when they manage to enslave humanity, that's when the world will be at peace. But is that peace for you guys? We'll have his robo go soon enough. Harari. It's like, isn't he like Sephardic? Like some lower class goblin? Maybe if you don't have parents, lol, life is impractical. I don't know. Have you guys had instances where you should have, something bad should have happened, but it didn't happen, as if your purpose was to live on? Like you got into a situation where it was unlikely for you to survive, but it wasn't the time for you to go yet. By a miracle, you survived. I've had those. So that's how I know that we are not here by an accident. And that's what they also try to convince you to believe, that you are here from a speck of dust. You are here by an accident. So just enjoy the life, Just gamble and have fun, YOLO. But that's not why you're here. You have a purpose. And if you live with purpose, it's very much different than if you live without it. Like having a dream while sleepless. I think you gotta earn a honorable death, sort of. Also, I hate the English language. It's so stupid. Good nights. You're going already? Alright, good night. But they silence those two. That purpose these days? You might not see it yet, but I'm sure there is one. Yeah. Like, I am hopeless, guys. All I'm doing is sitting here with my little cute channel. But still suffering. Like, I don't know. Why is it stupid? Wait, what did I say? What do you mean? Sorry, I have an attention span of a goldfish. Or like memory of a goldfish sometimes. Purpose is to raise YouTuber views. Yes. English? Oh, because it's inaccurate, and a lot of, it has words that are written the same, but differently pronounced, and they mean different things. And also it's purposefully made that some things sound similar, so that you say earn, you earn something, and it's like an urn of dead ashes by a person. Or like you have, I don't know, soldier. It's like soul dyer or something like that. Little gimmicks in the language. It's like occultist or some witchcraft. Also the pronunciation and stuff. You have, yeah, just, it's not good. You're extremely depressed. Yeah. I mean, there's always tomorrow. Usually when I go to sleep, when I wake up, I feel better. So you always regain energy, recharge. The next day, you get some more strength to fight. You can be hopeless if your majority of people, they just want you to be a slave for money. Because being hopeless is weak, or like, I don't know. Because I know there is hope. There always is. Even if it's unlikely, why wouldn't you go for something that matters to you? I'm willing to take the 0.0 if it was. I think it's more, but even if it was 0.001 chance, I would take it because it matters to me. It's cool because you get it for lack of paraphrase. Endure if you can. A small amount of people in the world. Oh, of course, man. They have all the good stuff for themselves or for the ones that serve them, serve their agenda, such as immigrants in Europe, African ones. They give them housing, they don't allow them to work, and from the taxpayers' money, they give them a welfare that is more than the person that works a job earns, each month. So these immigrants get to, I don't know, live free, don't have to work, breed. And that's their plan. Right? So it's unfair. While an honest citizen sacrifices his life, his purpose, his soul, for what? For the goblin. Free food? Yes, sir, free food. It's free energy. Wait. Without PC and studying all those uploaded text and video on internet, life is heaven. How many questions can I ask you? Can you talk more about your friend's wedding? There isn't much to it, but sure. Well, yeah, he was a childhood friend, but I didn't treat him well because I didn't know how to treat people, I wasn't raised to treat people well or be social. And I was more raised to be insecure about myself. And my parents didn't treat me well. So I had this groomed personality that was not good, but this friend really was a good friend. And he stuck by me even through the bad. But at certain point I was like a dead weight for him. He had high hopes, ambitions, and he achieved them. Props to him. And I was behind mentally, really. I didn't realize it at the time, but now I do. But now it's too late. I'm not a part of his life anymore, not a part of his circle. And I think when you are around certain people that you spend time with in your life, the emotions that you had with them come back to you. And I think I wasn't treating him well, so probably like feelings of anxiety come back, or something, self-doubt I think, I acted weirdly, and he must have thought, what did I do wrong? What is wrong with me that he is acting this way, or he's not treating me well? So the past doesn't go away. I try to make up for it, but these feelings, they stick, they stay. So I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons lore, goblin communities cannot defeat a Barghest, a fiendish black dog. Maybe that's your purpose, to become a chosen Barghest? No. Barghest can be a metaphor for united people. Nation? Or not nation. People with a common purpose can go a long way. Really. But it has to be their own choice. Their own choice. That's the strongest. That they did, from their own will. Some black people were exploited badly at work and they didn't even get paid. Agreed, which was already low pay for that work. I mean, yeah, people get treated differently around the world. What do you like most about your YouTube channel? Any changes coming soon? Oh, not really. As I said, I would like to, but no one's there to help me. And I'm already running on fumes, trying to squeeze water out of stone. These videos, one might think, oh, they are low effort. This guy's not trying. But like, brother, I've been running on fumes for so long. Could be 10 years almost. Like, cut brother some slack, man. Like, I'm also dealing with real life stuff, trying to, meet new people, make new connections to no avail. It's exhausting, but I keep on trying, right? Most dangerous country on the planet. If you don't have kids, you don't mind the world burning anyways. Nah, that's not true. You can still care about the world, about other people, even if they're not family. It's caring about innocence. Justice. People that don't deserve to be treated that way, treated badly, to suffer. It's just not right. Right? Would you be okay at looking at someone who is suffering just because another person, has fun while doing it? Destroying other people's lives, families, killing their close ones? I'm not okay with that. And I would die for that. To, not be the case. Not getting a free pass. Because that's just not right. I'm in my 30s, early 30s. How do you overcome feelings of guilt? By making up for it, or trying to make up for it, doing your best. You should know how you can make up for what you feel guilty about, right? And you go for it. That's how you redeem yourself. That's how you make up all of that. And once you have done enough to make up for it, you'll just feel it. You'll feel at peace about it. Do freestyle your videos? Have you tried a script? Yes, but as I said, I don't have the energy, man. I freestyle them, yeah. Body maintenance, hate it all. That's because, I mean, it's a duty that you have to take care of. But that's because in this society, you don't have much time to optimize that and to practice that, which should be the priority, to take care of the important things, which is your health, your relationships, and whatnot. I had your exact share. I was ungrateful and just dumb and jealous. I knew he was very smart. I became jealous when he could do everything I recommended to him so easily and so soulful. Oh, yeah. So sorry to hear that. When you realize that you weren't acting correctly, you try to be a better person, right? You try to better yourself, to not repeat, to not treat another person the same way when they don't deserve it, right? Just because you were unaware of what you were causing, well, now you are, so you can change for the better. Therapy, counseling. Sort of, yeah. People don't take my calls seriously, but I actually put some effort and studying into making that like valuable, but no one was around. But I have a plan with that, but I just don't have the time and energy to get it going. I will do free coaching sessions, sort of, like, upload them, there will be like content and promo maybe someone will see the value in it. But not right now. I'm struggling, man. I'm barely surviving. Like starving most of the time. Without a purpose to live for. Do you like demons or angels? I like angels. I'm fed up with demons. There's too many of them around. Well, yeah, lately. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, I'm getting sleepy, tired. So yeah, the bar is closing soon. Just saying. Oh, alcohol is also a thing that influenced society and made it worse. Also, the vendors were usually also these people, the goblins, you know. And they built a culture around that through media. They normalized it in society. Sure, a little bit of it is fine. You know, a little bit, and from time to time, it's not that big of a deal. But when you normalize it on so many occasions, especially the hard liquor, it's just not good. So many ruined lives, relationships, which then transpose into lives. Good night, Reinhardt. Take a nap. I mean, yeah, I will take more than a nap. Take a good sleep. It's midnight in here, so good time to go to bed. But I'm glad I was able to provide a chill environment for you guys, right? Where you can discuss, debate. Maybe you've learned something new. Maybe you had a good time. I hope you had a good time. At least, you know, something useful has been done by me today. A life of a man is a life of servitude. That's what fulfills him. All right, guys, the bar is closing. Gotta close it. Finish your drinks, and it's time to head home. Sorry, guys. I don't know when we're opening up again, but gotta close it nonetheless. Try to be good. Yeah, guys. If you have any last messages, now is the time, because we're closing. Should own a coffee shop or something. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. All right, guys. It's over. It's never over until it's over. All right, guys. Take care. See ya.